Censor and Pullman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
Bob James,
George, Dakota.
We are Silent Theory. Well, 3 Fists anyways.
right here at Louder Than Life. That's badass.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Louder Than Life before?
No, this is our first time. This festival is huge.
It's bigger than it's ever been, too. It used to be on the other side of the building.
Okay.
And the festival dust sucked. Like, it was gravel. After I would be coughing up fucking rocks out. So I'm very happy it's on this side because it's much better. And you get
well,
the
they're using the
amusement
old
park.
Six Flags. Yeah, it's an experience.
I was here last week for Bourbon and Beyond.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
Tight-ass picture.
I wouldn't want
That's
to.
that
Hopefully the Ferris wheel was clear, but yeah.
It was like 2 a.m.
Okay.
So that was good because it would have sucked because Slayer last year didn't play because of the tornado that hit this place. So it's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
Usually miss.
Yeah, can you imagine raining blood while there's a tornado passing by?
I know, right? That would be great.
Just
I would love
picturing that video from Instagram of the guy with the long hair outside in the torrential downpour just whipping his hair around.
I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now, but from Cannibal Corpse Grinder, I've seen him prep before a show for his headbanging.
Oh, I'm like the way he moves. He has to have a very strict stretching before and after regimen.
He wasn't even doing that. He was wetting his hair and testing it to make sure it was wet enough.
I do the same thing. I get it. And I do have to stretch. I'm old. But, I wet my hair down. I headbang a few, not wet enough. Do it again. Headbang a few more times. Too wet. Have to wring it out. It's a process. And us long-haired people. So cross me up the bear.
Listen, I used to have hair down to my waist. And I remember when I cut it off, and the first time I headbang, I'm like, yeah, that's not very fun. Without the hair, it's not fun. It's not easy either.
It hurts your brain.
Right?
You have to headbang so much harder when you don't have hair.
Exactly.
Now that I've got it, I do a third of the moving on stage than I used to.
You don't have to. So I said I wanted to talk about your shirt. Okay? So, a little sad, a lot sad, but we won't get the interview sad. Last year at Louder Than Life, I got a phone call. I had to leave because my grandson had passed away.
No.
That was his favorite shirt. And that was the shirt we buried him in.
No. Well, wow.
Yeah, right?
Here's the thing. I wear it because I'm a big dude. I'm a strong dude. I paint my nails. I do whatever. I just want people to know that, if I can dress like this and do whatever the hell I want, so can you.
I
Be
love
yourself.
that.
Be yourself. Don't be scared to be yourself. And that's the biggest thing. I wear pink. I paint my nails. I wear earrings. I just always be yourself. And
See,
if they
that's
don't
what
like
I love about it.
go fuck themselves all the time.
It's especially nowadays, right?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of metal. You could go out here at Louder Than Life and everybody's an insider that's an outsider out there with the idiots.
Right. And that's what I tell people is when I tell people that we're going to festivals like this, people that just don't get this crowd, they're like, oh, that's got to be scary. Absolutely not. This is the most loving crowd all the time. When somebody falls, they pick them back up, they make sure they're okay, and then they keep fucking moshing. This is the most accepting crowd, I think, of any genre.
Oh,
we're
no
all
doubt.
metalheads.
No doubt. I got a funny story about that. I was covering 2 festivals one weekend, and I could go to both. So I took this girl that worked for me, I sent her to one of them, and she had never been to a rock show ever. She was a country girl. And I was like, you're going to love this. You think it's all scary and shit. I think going to your shows are scary. A bunch of rednecks getting drunk and fighting, okay? I'm like, that doesn't happen at a metal show. You'll probably make all these new friends. You'll probably get a boyfriend, and you'll see how nice we really are in one big family.
Well, that's the thing, is where we're from, more arrests happen during the country festivals than any other festival. Bunch of dicks. And I love country.
I live in Florida
country.
where all the rednecks go and get drunk on JD and fight.
Yeah.
I love Jack Daniels and I love Jack Daniels and I love full body domestics, but I have yet to be arrested for just consuming those in public.
So yeah,
other things, but not that.
Right? And so she came back after the weekend and she's like, "Oh my God, you were so right. I teabagged some guy, and now he's my new boyfriend. I got all these friends, and I have this new favorite band. I don't know if you know who they are. She goes, they're called Bring Me the Horizon. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I think I know
It's this real
them.
fresh, new, upcoming band. Don't know if you heard of them.
Right? Living under a rock. Yeah. That happened to be headlining Louder Than Life.
Yeah.
So when was it we last talked? Because
it was incarceration.
Yeah, so it wasn't
just a
that
couple months
long
ago.
ago. That's why I kind of didn't request you, and then Mike came up to me and goes, you want to talk to Silent Theory? Sure. Like, I don't like to go, hey, I just saw you, and let's do this again.
Yeah.
But the way I interview, as you see, it's never the same interview.
Yeah.
It could be yesterday.
Hey, you and I have chatted
different.
several times over the years. It's always a good time.
Right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that compliment, because I a lot of times, if I was an artist, I'm listening to some of the other interviews, I'm like, oh my God, I would slit my throat right now. It's so fucking boring. Why are you asking what their band name means? Nobody gives a fuck.
I will say, we try and do a good job of, like, spreading the load because, like, obviously people want to see and hear from Dakota, but, like, he's got other things in his life, too. So, like, we try and balance it out a little bit. But, like, that is one of the comments is, like, I love doing press. I love talking about our band. But, like, sometimes the questions are a little like, ugh, you could have done a little research and not had to ask me that.
Right. Exactly. Like, I think if it's in Wikipedia, don't fucking ask unless it's bullshit and you just want to call out the bullshit of whoever wrote the Wikipedia.
I do have some qualms with our Wikipedia page, but I'm too lazy to change it, so.
I want to hear which the qualm. Now, see, that I want to know. What are the ones that are fucking bullshit?
It's insignificant. There's some inconsistencies in, like, the history and the forming of the band, and that's the only thing. Because, like, basically makes it sound like the band was formed and then George and I just showed up one day and we were there, and I was like, well, not entirely, because Scott, Mitch, and I were in a band for a couple of years that dissolved and kind of turned into Silent Theory, and then we had some lineup changes, and part of that was, like, we added George on bass because I was playing bass, and frankly, he is 100 times better than I am, and he plays piano and a bunch of other stuff, and so I shifted over to guitar, and then we brought in Dakota a couple of years after that. I think there's power in telling the story of, like, how we started with, like, an okay product, struggled a lot, and then, like, kind of got things sort of there, and then we plugged in Dakota, which was that final piece that, like, in video games is like, oh, ascends to, like, what it's supposed to be. That's really my only qualm is, like, the story to me matters because it really tells, like, how we got to where we are and why it means so much to us. But like I said, I'm too lazy to change it because it's not that big of a deal.
I think
it's not like I lose sleep over thinking about it.
I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to put that you guys are going to be in the sequel of the Barbie movie, in the next Barbie movie.
If you can make that happen, you know Greta Gerwig, put me in touch.
Okay, how funny would that be, though, like, if we just spread a rumor like that, and then you get an email?
Why do you think I'm wearing the shirt?
Right?
Spoiler alert, wink.
There you go.
I'm not saying it's an upgrade or a downgrade, but Mark Ronson has had so many more, like, #1, like, radio singles than we have, so I see why she picked him to do the soundtrack.
Who cares?
I get confused for Ryan Gosling all the time.
That is
See?
a complete and total lie.
I think you should just show up to the filming and, like, act like you're him.
I'm Ryan, guys. I know I have to tell you that.
Why did you rub your nipple when you said that?
Because I love him.
Okay, I have a very important question. It's about your hat.
Yes.
So, ho. Is that you?
That's me. What'd you call me? No, there's a local woman in our area that goes to the fair and sells these hats. And
Really?
my
That's
wife
cool.
was like, you need to wear that hat. Because I don't really represent Idaho as much as I should, which is funny because I was born here. I was born in Kentucky, and this is my first Kentucky show ever.
Really?
And I just feel very all over the place. Like,
I mean, I don't want to tell Dakota's story, but
I'm going to.
his stepdad, who's been the only dad he's ever known because he came into the picture very early on, was in the Army, and so they did move around a lot. He has family in Bellingham, Washington and stuff, and so, like, he has bounced around quite a bit, but, like, he always talks about Kentucky being his birthplace and Idaho being his home, and so, like, those two places do hold a very high regard to
I
him.
get that, because my dad moved me, like, every year, and he wasn't in the military. He was just
moving.
an addict that moved everywhere. It's funny. I was born in New York, so I always claim that.
Yeah, sure.
And I grew up in Jersey. I claim that, but I've lived in 10 million other places.
Right.
But I
Same.
claim that, so I get the idea right
where
there.
you're born and then where you kind of, I guess, the length. I don't know, like, is it your formative years that matter most? So, like, between, like, ages 9 and 16, like, those were all Idaho. So, like, Kentucky was so early. But Idaho had is just to show some love to the state.
So you could get up there And you could say you're playing your first ever hometown show.
I did that. Yeah, I did that, and everybody fucking cheered for it. It was awesome. Yeah.
That's cool.
It was really cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
I can't get out of this hole to get out there till like later.
Yeah.
I go catch the last band.
Oh, dude, work, right?
I know. Well, and I'm kind of like, we were outside before, but now we're in the air. And I got both sides. It's like, do the interviews in here where yours can be cool and not the sun being on them with bad music in the background of the interview. Or be out there and feel like I am not missing sets,
right?
But I pass out from heat exhaustion, and so do the artists. Like, I'm not sure which is better yet. Okay?
I hear you. I totally hear you, man.
So, can you believe the crowds here, too, at Louder Than Life? Did you hear what happened? Louder Than Life has already set a record.
Yeah. We were there last night for the Sleep Token set.
Oh.
Did not realize how many people were standing in front of us, but it was a lot of people.
Oh, my God. I was here for Bourbon, and it was easy to walk around, so I snuck out, I don't know, the first day. And I'm like, fuck, I can't even walk through this crowd already on Thursday in the middle of the afternoon. That's badass.
That is really cool, man. It was really cool. This has been a lot of fun. I'm proud that we were added on, for sure. DWP,
And
still the gold standard.
And speaking of DWP, how do you feel Danny Wimmer treats you guys as artists?
I was just saying this last night to my wife, and I was like, we're in a parking lot, obviously, but I was like, he's got turf down, he's got tents, it's like, this is why he's the best. He thinks of it.
Yeah.
There is no like, oh, it's going to be 87 degrees outside, sitting on a blacktop, everybody's going to be dying. He thinks of it. And everything you can think of, he thinks of it first. Like, when it's a DWP festival. You just know when it is.
See, I love hearing that.
Their staff is some of the kindest people on the planet. They're very fast, they're efficient, and they're always accommodating. Like when we needed something, honestly, when we asked for things, I wouldn't say you'd have to give it to us. We're not an obligation. But we asked for anything, and they were Johnny on the spot with it. They are so fast. They're so nice to the smallest bands. That's why we love you.
I would also say, because we played a few different festivals over the years, and no disparaging remarks to anybody else. Like, we've played a lot of great festivals, but, like, the artist, like, hospitality with Danny is incredible. And also, not that I want to, like, S Danny's D, but recently, like, I think it's cool. Like, he's committed to, like, a $10 million thing with the University of Louisiana in their athletics program. He had the mayor of Louisville here, at Bourbon and Beyond and stuff like that. Like,
he had the governor here was doing interviews for his podcast.
Yeah, like Dakota said, he thinks of everything, but like it really is awesome because like he has two things that appear to be like the most important about these festivals. One, the consumer experience. So like the fans who are coming, he wants to make sure they're getting the value out of their dollar, but also like the bands are just taken care of. Like, it is incredible, the hospitality, and it does not go unnoticed. It really doesn't.
And I've noticed it doesn't matter what band you are. You could be the first band that plays the whole festival or Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, 100%.
It doesn't matter.
And it's not just Danny, it's his whole team. And I will give a shout out. Like, I don't know who was on their team, but like we were a late ad because we weren't originally on the bill. And there's a band that like had some scheduling changes and stuff, and they're still playing this weekend. I think they're playing tomorrow, but they weren't able to play. And so we had played Ink and stuff like that, and they reached out to us and they're like, hey, we really enjoyed your set last time. We're like, are you guys available? And of course we were like, we will do whatever we need to be available.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice. And here you are, killing it at Louder Than Life. I love it. And is there anything else you guys want to share that we haven't covered already?
Yeah, 100%. So unintentionally, this kind of became like the first show of like our fall tour.
Nice.
So we are currently in Louisville. We will fly home tomorrow, and then we are flying back to Nashville on Thursday because our first show for the tour is in Nashville on Friday, and then we're gonna be bouncing around the whole like the east side, middle. So we are hitting Chicago, but most of the shows are like Florida, Atlanta, North Carolina, things like that. So yeah, definitely if people are interested, silenttheory.com, there's information about the tours, there's dates, tickets, all that kind of good stuff. And we're touring with Outlier and Major Moments, so it's going to be a good time. We're bringing a whole package with us, and we're really, really excited.
That's killer.
A lot of fun, dude.
Well, you guys are a lot of fun.
Thanks, Dean. You're a lot of fun.
Well, thanks. We're in Florida. You remember?
Yeah, so we are playing Orlando. We were supposed to play Tampa, but there were some issues with the venue, so we're playing in Bradenton, a little bit down the highway. And then, oh, man, we have a third show I think we're playing Jacksonville. Yeah. So like
That
we
makes
didn't really
sense.
get down your way. We didn't get far enough down to
They
Panama
never
City,
do.
but
They never do.
But
I don't-
it is on the radar. I did talk to our booking agent. I really want to get down to Panama City. I want to hit South Florida. Selfishly, I want to see the Keys and stuff like that.
I want to go there because I'm
Yeah.
an animal nut, and I just want to go down there.
Well, you can come by visit. I live on the ocean, and we have sharks, manatee, I was paddleboarding before the festival, and like 5
I
bull
live on
sharks
the beach.
swam
There's
in it.
sharks. Whoa. We went from like really awesome to like your life is in danger.
Right? Well, it's kind of cool when you're sitting on your paddleboard and 5 bull sharks swim underneath you, and you're still alive.
That's fair. The bull sharks typically are more friendly-ish.
No, they're the worst. They're the ones that'll eat you.
Guys, I'm a liar. Don't listen to me for your wildlife news.
I love it. Well, thanks a lot, guys, and thanks for being on the Adventures Pipe Man.
Absolutely, man. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.